The theme of this event is global innovation, and I can't not associate the word global with warming. Climate change is happening, the impacts that have been felt for decades, we all know this. But over the past 12 months, I've learned a lot about the ways this planet is changing in response to our actions and our abuses. My motivation to change the direction we are heading in has also grown since then. Around this time last year, I intuitively found veganism, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. How embracing veganism can heal our relationship with this planet. Almost exactly 1 year ago, I stopped eating meat. Something inside of me awakened, and the idea of eating an animal's body suddenly became unbearable. I never thought I would be vegetarian, but after a couple of weeks of being vegetarian and researching reasons why people choose not to consume meat, like the conditions that farmed animals are kept in, videos of animals going through slaughterhouses, and the correlation between the dairy and egg industries with the meat industry, veganism became a word that appeared everywhere and felt even more right for me. Veganism is a lifestyle of choosing not to eat, wear, or buy anything that contains an animal product or byproduct. Becoming vegan was such an instinctual need for me because the couple months before I discovered it, I had a pretty dysfunctional relationship with my body, restricting the amount of calories I ate and exercising excessively. I was creating so much unnecessary pain in my life. So when I discovered the true pain that billions of animals worldwide were facing, everything I had been putting myself through was exposed for its ridiculousness. The dark truth of animal agriculture shocked me to my core and inspired me to focus on things that really mattered. Not my physical appearance, but ending an inequality that is constantly ignored. My existence no longer depended on someone else's suffering, and that was the most empowering realization I have ever had. So now that you understand my connection with this movement, we can talk about yours. Who has heard of a factory farm? Just raise your hand. Okay, quite a lot of people. So a factory farm is an industrialized farm that uses concentrated animal feeding operations, which is a highly efficient, highly profitable practice that confines an animal's existence to a single pen, filled with other animals, and speeds up their biological clocks so that they live, procreate, and die in a couple of years. Cows can naturally live until they're 20, but on a factory farm they're killed at 5. And chickens are often cramped so close, they sometimes can't even flap their wings. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Livestock Slaughter Summary of 2017, it was a year of record high total red meat and pork production. Oh, that's a factory farm. So the data in the document was measured mostly in pounds instead of individual animals, which is actually how fish and shellfish are measured every year, so we don't know exactly how much sea life is taken from the oceans, but I found the following data measured in heads. I'm just going to give you a couple moments to try and visualize this. Factory farming does not only affect animals. People working in slaughterhouses display signs of a desensitization to all suffering, including human. This often manifests as domestic violence, social withdrawal, drug and alcohol abuse, and severe anxiety. It is an extremely gory environment and emotionally traumatizing, and the amount of workers being treated for post-traumatic stress disorder is increasing. Animal agriculture is also the leading consumer of water resources in this country. For every kilogram of grain feed a cow is fed, 100,000 liters of water are used to produce those crops, and a cow would be fed around 20 kilograms of feed a day. So, to put things into perspective, in a single day, a single cow eats from crops that use the same amount of water 1 million people could drink. That's 10 times the population of Flint, Michigan, who experienced a clean water crisis for 2 years and are still recommended to drink filtered water. I don't want to just tell you to become vegan, even though I kind of want to, because I believe that all I can do is tell you the truth, and what you do with that truth is your choice. Veganism was the single most healing thing in my life, and has made me realize my responsibilities as a consumer. Even if you don't take away from this talk how veganism is a necessary movement to get involved with if you value the current and future state of society and of the world, please take away the message of living in alignment with your values. Eating animals is detrimental to every environment on Earth and is not necessary. We all deserve to live in peace and without pain. We all deserve a place on this planet. This is our only home in the universe, and we share it with a lot more life than just each other. Thank you.